can see here, this is on the inside of a cattail. We have an example of herbivory. You can see this little worm right there that is actually burying itself inside of this cattail, and it appears to be it's eating the cattail and using this as a food source. You can see these all throughout. See, there's another one down there.
I can't see him. Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah.
And it's all covering the inside of this cattail. You see actually one falling down there.
Oh man, he's doing the little silk thing. That's cool. I guess we could also consider it a competition for habitat as well.
Mm-hmm. Between these different worms, because as you can tell, they're both competing for the same number of limited space to live inside this cattail.
And typically the only ones that are inhabited are the ones that have a lot of excess fluff, as opposed to the ones that are relatively fresh.
What else you want to do? Good.
Alright, so what we have here is we have one of the cattails that people are used to seeing without all of the fluff that's on the top of this one. So in this one you can look closely and you can see these little kind of gashes in the cattail. And what this is it's where these caterpillars that we've previously shown on this one, it's where they enter the cattail and they kind of crawl in and eat. And as they do that, they cause them to look more like this. And that is why that there are several different types of cattails that you see out here, ones with fluff and then ones that are not.
And it almost appears to be like once they end up fluffing them up like that by eating through, it's when it loosens up all these different seeds, which are all part of the cattail. As you can see, it's just a bunch of little bitty seeds that can then, once they're fluffed up, be carried away by the wind and then spread throughout. So, and in a way, these little worms are helping spread the cattail seeds.
And that's why you see so many cattails around a pond, is because the seeds are able to disperse extremely rapidly once this happens.
Alright, so we've got another example here. And it appears to be a dead and decaying squirrel that's being consumed by flies and gnats. But Adam's going to say a little bit more about what we think is going on here.
Okay, so basically what this is an example of is we don't really know what happened here or how that it was killed, if it was like maybe predation, but if it was, it should have been eaten by now. But it looks like either a squirrel or a mole, but pretty sure it's a squirrel, and it's being consumed by these blowflies, which is a good example of Detrivory, which is an interaction that involves organisms that eat and help decay other dead organisms. So that's what we have here.
A little bit better picture of what's going on. See all these flies flying around. I don't know if the camera can see or not. There's also little bitty, looks like little bitty gnats crawling around on the outside. Also, that's eating on this dead and decaying squirrel.